Hello everyone and welcome back to Gore Screaming Show. I kind of look like a middle-aged mom today, so don't mind my visuals. Now then, this is where Aoi's bad girl story reaches its climax. It's the best part. Aoi shudders. Kyoji can see from the corner of his eyes her slender legs backing away. So she does know! Okay, so I had a theory, but I deleted it from video because I was just going off and I was like, I don't want this video to be so long, so I deleted it. But I had a theory that it's not like Yuka's first time seeing something obscene or doing something obscene. I was going off on a rant about Aoi being involved with either Sadashima's gang or like the gang that was like that attacked Akane. And I was going off on this crazy theory, like what if Aoi was like involved with the gang, like either Sadashima's gang or either the gang that attacked Akane all those years ago. And I was like going off on these theories, like what if, like, she was with them and she either told them because she hated Akane to attack Akane, or like she was like together with like Sadashima's group and she told them to attack Akane. But then I was like, oh, but what if like she told the first group at the shrine to attack Akane and then she regretted, so that's why she's like so like trying to stop Sadashima's group from attacking Akane. But like she's doing a pretty shit job at it. Is it actually true? I'm now regretting that I cut out a video. I mean, it was like a 5 or 10 minute rant, so I was like, that is too long for me to go yapping about something that's not gonna even happen. That theory, if it's true, oh my fucking god, I was cooking! I was fucking cooking! Goddamn! I actually have something else I never told Kyoji-kun. Actually, on that day 3 years ago, I saw what happened. Stop. Aoi lets out a quivering voice. She extends her arms forward like she's trying to stop him. I saw it. What? You say? Ooh, that's too embarrassing to say. Oh, don't mean like that, say it. I'll say. Well, shame feels good, so I'll say it. Stop it. Don't. I saw Kyoji-kun getting horny over Akane-chan's pussy and squirting out his load. I was there on that day, watching from the shadows. In the shadows? Was she involved? No. Aoi grips her head next to him. I know all about it, and that woman, for how smug she is, got all excited. I know the truth. That woman actually likes Jinno-kun. But that could just be like a trauma response, let's be real. I know! If I snatch Jinno-kun away from her, it'll feel great! It'll be such a relief. That woman's gonna be so upset! Gore's high-pitched voice. The entrance hall is deathly silent, but only his voice seems to echo and fade away. With the source of the voice gone, all that remains are the sounds of Aoi sobbing and Yuka's rolling voice. Wow, that was great, Gore. I had so much fun. Thank you very much. Thanksies. Gore falls over repeatedly, bowing in a puppet-like manner. They are both fucked in the head. But I mean, after such like a traumatic thing, I guess they will be fucked in the head, but like, this much... They were fucked to begin with, Jesus Christ. And Kyoji also, like, he is a goner as well. Oh lord, oh god, these characters. Jesus Christ. Did you have fun too, Kyoji? Kyoji is shocked speechless. Yeah, are you realizing that these two girls are just fuck beyond comprehension? But you also.
これでわかったでしょ？その女の本性が。教授のことを好きなんじゃなくて全部当てつけ。教授は当て馬ってやつよ。
Do you understand now that this woman is really like, she doesn't actually love you. It's all a sham. She just wants to show you off.
違うの、ジーノくん。
No, that's not true, Jino-kun. Well, I mean, she probably does like you, but probably not in a romantic way. Well, I mean, she might just be like, somebody I can talk with. All these characters just are so bland. But like, would Aoi do all this just to like get Akane a bit pissy? Like, I would not touch a man who I saw like jizz on a person I didn't like. I would not touch that man with a fucking pole. You could just prove a point even without having sex. Like, how would Akane know, you know? And Akane is probably like somewhere dead in the ditch by this point. Like, she hasn't showed up to school. You all aren't contacting her. Like, how do you know she's not dead in the ditch? What's the fucking point of having sex, you know? Or is it just Aoi just feeling like, haha, I won, I had sex, woo! Like, you know how to live with that for the rest of your life, like with Kyoji? Ew. Kyoji throws a sidelong glance at Aoi. It's not true, he wants to believe that's not true. But in some corner of his heart, it does make sense. All those times Aoi looked like she was on the verge of saying something but stopped. The excessive shame she harbored over Akane. That's the reason behind it all.
違わないけど、違うの。それだけじゃなくて、私。
It's not, I mean, some of it is true, but it's wrong. It's more than just that, Oh, we can't find the words. Gore danced around Kyoji and Aoi like a maddened will-o-wisp. Oh, whatever shall I do? The way Jino-kun's looking at me, he's doubting me. What can I say, really? It's all true. Can he turn into her while she's still alive? Oh, poor me. I'm so wretched and shabby and pathetic. I hate myself so much. I wish I could just run away from here to somewhere far, far away where no one knows me. Well, I'm here to grant your wish. Here we go. Go waves his hand about. Kyoji's puppets disappear, and in his place is a small, silvery hand mirror.
それ、ジンノ君にもらった私の。
That's the mirror Jino-kun gave me. Oh, he extends a hand and approaches Gore.
返して。
Give it back. If she was pretending, she wouldn't do this, though. Like, there must be something precious to her if she does this. Like, if she was pretending and doing this for a grudge, like, she's doing such a bad job. Holy shit. Like, she caught feelings in the end, somehow. For Kyoji, fucking hell. Come closer. It's fine. This is your precious, precious mirror, after all. Aoi approaches him with wobbly steps. The mirror in Gore's hand reflects the mirror behind them, and the mirror behind them reflects the mirror in Gore's hand. In between the two of them, an endless corridor is formed. Aoi's standing in the middle of that corridor is Aoi. Like, Aoi's walking within those mirrors. This is a bit edgy, isn't it? Aoi's been watching her half days. Kyoji's arm reflexively moves. Namiki. Kyoji reaches out for Aoi, but she doesn't turn around. She tosses unsteadily forward, reaching for the mirror. Her form is reflected in a multitude of mirrors surrounding them. Come closer, closer. I'll take you wherever you want to go. Gore gestures for her to come. The Aoi puppet still in his hand has a hairy smile on its face. Aoi's fingertips are on the verge of touching the mirror. Namiki, don't go. Kyoji himself doesn't know what made him say that. His body moves faster than his thoughts can react to the situation. Kyoji stands up and runs towards Aoi. He tries to grab her arm. But just as he's about to, Aoi's fingers touch the mirror's surface. A bright light blinds Kyoji. Feeling like he's just looked directly into the sun, Kyoji covers his face. He can't keep his eyes open, and with his eyelids closed and his arms covering them, the light feels intense enough to fry his brain. What brain? And within the light, he can hear Gore's voice. And so, the girl who hated herself more than anything got her wish and went off into another world. An inverse world where she isn't the girl she hates, as if. And as soon as Gore finishes talking, the light rapidly dies down. Went off? What's Gore talking about? How he didn't go anywhere? Because his hand is still on her arm. How he didn't go anywhere? His heart thumps. His pulse is loud in his ears. He opens his eyes, trying to wipe away the terror gripping him. When his vision returns to him, what he sees is a slender bloodstained arm gripped by his hand. Everything's missing from the elbow up. Kyoji falls back on his behind, letting out meaningless squeals in place of words. He just did something terrible. He just did something terrible. Doesn't know what happened, or how, but Aoi died because of him. Despair and shock and the physical sense of terror all assault Kyoji at once. It's Aoi's arm, but he's scared. The fact that he's holding a severed arm terrifies him. They show the CG for the fucking mirror thing, but not for the severed arm. All shivering fingers drop Aoi's arm. When it lands, a hard wooden noise fills the entrance hall. Huh? On closer inspection, it's not a human arm. It's a well-made doll's arm. It's made of porcelain, has round joints, and it's cracked here and there. And because he's dumb. Yeah, he fell for it. He totally fell for it. Kyoji, you got so scared. That's adorable. Yuka, who went down to the first floor at some point, stands to Kyoji's right, clapping gleefully. Gore's to his left, still hopping about. Kyoji can't keep up with the situation. He asks, stupefied, "Where's Namiki?" Aoi-chan's off in the land of dreams, in a fun, fun world of lies and falsehoods. Can you believe how stupid that woman is? She ran off on her own. What a coward. But we let her do it with you before she left. Kind of us, don't you think? That's right. We're kind, very kind. The kindest in the whole world. Letting out a dry chuckle, Kyoji looks up at them. What were you talking about? Where did you go? It's some kind of trick, right? Where are you keeping her? Yuka and Gore held hands, forming a circle around Kyoji. They dance around him. Kyoji looks about the hole and calls out, "Namiki, hey, Namiki, come on out! I don't believe that stupid puppet show. Really, I don't, so come on out already. Namiki!" Kyoji's voice only echoes through the corridor. No reply comes. Yuka and Gore dance in a ring around him, their laughter overlapping with his voice like they're mocking him. He wants to run off. He wants to go looking for Aoi, but Yuka and Go have made a tight ring around him, holding him in place. Kyoji moves in the small diameter, like he's being spun about by the ring.
So, Gore, what should we do next?
What should we do indeed? What do you want me to do, Yuka? Oh, you already know. It's obvious. Right? At that point, Yuka smiles bashfully.
Actually, I want Kyoji.
Kyoji jolts, hearing his name. His legs freeze. The hell are you so... But why would you want him? Why would anyone want this man? He is so... He is one of the least appealing characters ever.
Make it so he never leaves this place, so he'll be mine and mine alone. So no one else ever touches or sees him again. Make it so Kyoji is mine.
That's easy as cake. A piece of pie. A cinch of a cakewalk. Before Kyoji can even try to run, Go's arm sharply extends to him, grabs him by the collar, pulls him up in the air. His fingertips dangle helplessly. With his throat grip, he can't breathe. Go's face approaches him. He swings his legs, trying to kick Go's mantle, but his toes don't connect with anything. The only explanation is that there's nothing under the mantle. He's not hitting anything. He tries to kick, but the mantle's fabric just flaps unarmed.
Hurry up! Hurry up and just do it.
Give me a minute. Go's face splits open vertically. It opens all the way to the base of his ears. No, it even extends past that, into the space around his face. And through that tear in space, Kyoji sees strange colors, like a multitude of colors mushed together, forming a turquoise-colored mosaic. Color warps and writhes, gradually converging bit by bit, forming a single shape. It twists, taking on a spiral form, becoming a sharp spear that hurls towards Kyoji. But just as he expects the light to pierce him, Gore suddenly turns his head a full 180 degrees. Strange turquoise color and the odd spear disappear like he's just snapped out of a dream.
What's wrong, Gore?
Something's coming. It's coming. Gore's gaze is fixed on a mirror in the front door, but Kyoji can't see what changed the Gore blocking his vision. His field of vision. No. Kyoji can see something. The surface of this mirror that wouldn't crack no matter how much he hit it. It's undulating ever so slightly. Like a serene pond that has a pebble cast into it, the rippling seems to be expanding. It's like a drum skin being beaten too hard. Is it fucking the guy? A large sphere is bending its way inside.
God, what is this?
The mirror continues to warp, even as Yuka asks him anxiously. Gore screeches in a high-pitched voice. Someone's trying to push me back.
What are you talking about?
The mirror's surface swells up and expands, and then shudders into pieces that scatter into the air. Well, that's what Kyoji expected to happen, but the outcome is different. Kyoji squeezes his eyes shut, fully expecting the mirror to shatter. When he opens them, all he sees is the front door, now gaping open. Past the open doors is a tree, and he makes it out a clear, unclouded sky hanging above them. And also... Yeah. So this is where you were, after all. Yoshiki slowly walks through the door. Old man, what are you doing here? Yoshiki cracks a crooked smile. I don't like that name, but fine. We'll straighten that out later. And all the questions will have to wait too. Yoshiki thrusts his hand into his coat pocket and steps into the mansion slowly. His long coat flaps to the wind, blowing him through the open door.
久しぶりだな。
Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Yuka retorts hatefully.
なんだつまんない。あんたまだ生きてたの？
Oh, you're still alive? Boring. She curls a lock of hair over her fingers, toying with it, and heaves a bored sigh.
そういうお前もそこの化け物もまだ生きてたんだな。そろそろくたばってくれてりゃ世界のゴミが一つ消えたってのに。
You took the words right out of my mouth. The monster's still alive? I was hoping it dropped dead and spared the world one piece of walking trash.
相変わらず嫌なやつ。
Always so nasty. Yuka's glare turns even sharper. Gore's still hopping around Yuka.
どうすユカ、こいつ何か持ってるよ。僕らの邪魔をする何か。
What do we do? What do we do, Yuka? He has something on him. Something that gets in our way. Gore's hands, still gripping Kyoji's neck, are shivering. Being jerked around like this makes him sick.
そうね。どうしようか。
Right, what do we do about him? Yuka cocks her head curiously and then curls her crimson lips into a smirk.
まずあの子のお仕置きから始めようか。
Let's start by punishing that stupid girl, shall we? Yuka gently reaches out. At that moment, Kyoji is offhandedly dropped to the floor. Gore's large form soars through the air. A frightened face peering in from the door lets out a scream. It's Yuka's mother. She tries to run away, tripping over her feet. Gore's black mantle soon covers her. Kyoji can't stir. He can't so much as blink. Slender, emaciated limbs pop out from the hem of Gore's black body, like the deformed legs of some kind of insect. Under the stiff sound, the bony limbs twitch and jolt and then fall limply to the floor. With the moonlight shining in on them from the windows, the bodies of Gore and Yuka's mother converge like some kind of strange anthropod. Kyoji shivers. The urge to scream fills him, with his tongue sticking to the roof of his dry mouth.
だから来るなと言っておいたのに。
That's why I told you not to come in here. Yoshiki clicks his tongue bitterly. He throws a sidelong glance at Yuka through his sunglasses.
妹を殺した気分はどうだ？
So, how did it feel killing your own little sister? Little sister? Kyoji looks at Yuka. That old woman couldn't possibly be his girl's younger sister. What is Yoshiki talking about? Trying to distract himself from the eerie chewing noises coming from Gore, Kyoji forces himself to look at Yuka.
あんたが百音をたぶらかしたのね。まったく、せっかく今まで生かしておいてあげたのにな。
So you tricked Mama into this? Jeez, and I let her live all this time too.
ほう、生かしておいてあげたねえ。
Huh, you let her live, did you? Yoshiki approaches Kyoji indifferently, yanking him by the arm and pulling him away.
坊主、ちゃんとしろ。ここを出るぞ。
Pull yourself together, kid. We're getting out of here. I can't, Namiki. She's... Oh, fuck her. Oh, he's gone. Yoshiki glares sharply at Yuka. Yuka smirks back at him.
無駄よ。だって彼女はもう消えちゃったんだもの。
Nothing you can do. That girl's vanished.
消えた？
Vanished?
そうよ。どこに行っちゃったかしらね。
That's right. Where did she go, I wonder? It seems at some point Yuka picked up Aoi's mirror because she holds it up and then dropped it on the floor. Thanks to the carpet, it doesn't break. Kyoji reflexively snatches it from the floor, then Yoshiki tugs on his arm again. Let's go. But Namiki...
諦めろ。
She's gone. And upon saying that, Yoshiki pulls something out of his coat and aims it at Yuka casually. Just like bang bang and just goes away. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck, man? He just casually shoots her? Hears the sound at close range and feels like it rattles its very skull. He only realizes what he heard was a gunshot when he finally sees what Yoshiki is holding. Yuka's small body jolts 3 times. He fucking shot the bitch. Oh my god. She flies back like a leaf dancing in the wind, her slender trunk essentially cut in 2. The bullet's cartridge falls to the ground, glinting. The smell of gunpowder smoke hangs in the air before being blown out the window. being blown out the window, but didn't only the door open? Kyoji lunged at Yoshiki, holding his breath. What did he just do? He just shot her. Why you Kyoji. Why are you suddenly getting a morale back? Why are you being like, oh my god, you can't just shoot this girl who fucking made my... whatever the fuck Aoi was to you disappear and she just ate her sister. You like... Why are you suddenly getting a morale back and making this guy not shoot her? Yeah, the Kyoji... My brother in Christ. Not a time to have a morale. Shut the fuck up. Don't feel bad, she's a monster. What are you- yeah, she's a little girl, but she's just a little girl. Oh, this guy is gonna make me want to... This game makes me think like, maybe I should go a little to the psych ward. Imagine me, like, going to the psych ward and just telling my doctors about me playing this fucking game. And that's what got me to the psych ward. Just a little girl. Do you really believe that? Besides, she killed my wife, Sayumi. You're just stunned. Nothing Yoshiki says makes sense. You just saw Gore eat a woman. And you just saw her make Aoi disappear. Kyoji. Yoshiki pulls his pistol away. Kyoji notices there's a pendant of some sort cold around his right hand. Once again reaches into his pocket as he walks. Kyoji throws a glance at Yuka, who's laying on the floor while Yoshiki pulls him away. Red blood is dripping through her ravaged remains, pulling on the floor. A stench of blood hangs in the air. It makes him sick. Out of the way, monster. As Yoshiki's voice, Kyoji's head turns with a slow wooden moment. Your mistress just croaked over there. You sure you shouldn't go to her? Gore's expression is blank. He just sits in the middle of the floor, staring at him fixedly. No, he's not staring at anything. He stopped, like a toy that's run out of batteries. At least, that's the impression Kyoji gets. As Yoshiki drags Kyoji away, he kicks Gore's body. Propelled by the kick, Gore topples deeper into the mansion. Lets go of Kyoji, who's still in a stupor, and takes out his other hand from his pocket. A cigarette. As he puts the cigarette in his mouth and lights it, his eyes move between Gore's toppled over form and Yuka's crumbled remains. When he stuffs his hand into his pocket again, a feeble voice can be heard coming from within the mansion. That hurts. Too bad. The fuck? No way, it can't be. She's still alive? In that state? She's a monster! It hurts. Gore, help me. A shudder runs through his body. At the same time, he somehow feels like he should help her. Small child, a body so small and thin, is dying and crying out for help. Feels his heart tremble at the sight. Your man really got no brain, huh? Yoshiki once again reaches into his pocket. He takes out a squarish box. Kicks Gore's leg, which is sticking out of the door, and tosses the box into the room. It hurts. The faint moans are stifled as Yoshiki shuts the door. Is it dynamite? Is it? Yoshiki bolts off, half carrying Kyoji in his arms. They sprint past the front lawn and onto the trail in the woods. Through the windbreak, he can see Yuka's mansion grow distant. He shuts as hard as he can. Owie! Owie! They move past the windbreak, down the trail connected to the well and past the Hokora. Fuck yeah, it was a bomb! When they reach it, the ground slowly starts shaking. An earthquake? But no, soon after, a rumble shakes the air and a hot flash burns his eyes. Even this far off, the blast shakes the trees. He shields his face with his arms as the leaves lash against him. After a while, the wind dies down. The vicinity of the mansion is still bright. Nonchin washes over the sky. Aoi. Kyoji comes to. Hell man, what did you do?
爆破した。
Blew the place up. Yoshiki's reply is so obvious as it is I mean, duh. Why did you do that? Aoi was still in there.
いなかった。あの女がそう言っていただろう。
No, she wasn't. That woman said she wasn't. There's no way she was telling the truth. Where could she have gone? She walked towards Gore and disappeared after the flash of light. She's in the mirror, isn't she? Makes no sense for her to have left the place in that short of a time frame. She must have been there, somewhere in the mansion. Well, Kyoji lunges at him angrily. Yoshiki doesn't so much as furrow a brow.
お前は自分でもその言葉を信じているのか。
Do you really believe the words coming out of your own mouth? You just rendered speechless.
本当は分かっているんじゃないか。自分が巻き込まれたことがこの世の断りで理解できるものではないってことを。
You know the truth already, don't you? You got yourself caught up in something that's wholly supernatural.
あいつらの周りでなら人一人跡形もなく消えることくらいあり得るってことをお前もどこかで分かっているんじゃないのか。
You already realize it deep down that it's perfectly possible for a person to disappear without a trace when mixed up with a stuff, right?
諦めろとは言わん。だが飲み込んでいくしかない。
I'm not telling you to give up on her, but I do want you to take in the reality of what happened here. I don't know or understand anything. Peering into Kyoji's face, Yoshiki shifts his gaze back to the mansion. Sound of loud murmuring and chattering can be heard from the shrine. The thing of a fire engine siren is approaching from afar. Yoshiki and Kyoji sneak down the mountain's surface so as to avoid drawing attention to themselves and go back to town. Despite it being late at night, curious onlookers gather at Nishimura Shrine, watching the flames of the mountain's peak excitedly. By mixing with the onlookers, Kyoji and Yoshiki return home. Can't think of anything anymore. Yuka's small moans of agony fill Kyoji's ears, and Aoyashi was moments before despairing flashing over and over again in his mind. Despite this, both of Aoi's disappearances, Yuka and gruesome deaths don't feel real to him like he saw it all on TV. But after Yoshiki drags him down the mountain and somehow bore him home, Kyoji retires to his room and able to come up with what to tell Yamiko. Still gripping Aoi's mirror, that cheap metallic cold mirror. This is the only thing left to thrust the fact of Aoi's disappearance before his eyes. His head feels numb at the core, and so he falls asleep, still gripping Aoi's mirror. Did you ever, probably look at it? But his sleep is riddled with dreams. He thinks he remembers dreaming of Aoi, and Nakane might have popped up as well. Yuka too. Aoi, clad in the Alice dress, runs off somewhere, her skirt fluttering with each step, so he tries to reach out and grab her by the arm, and yet... her arm alone remains in Kyoji's grasp. And it's not the doll's arm, it's the real arm dripping with blood. And something appears from within the severed section, and that something is Akane. The book? But with Aoi's blood, Akane keeps pumping in and out of her wound in repetitive motion. What? It's like Akane's whole body coming out of the arm. Is Akane fucking Aoi's arm? What are you saying? What are you saying? And I thought I had some fucked up dreams. Well, what the fuck kind of crack is this man smoking to have? I think I will end the episode on that because, gee golly, that's... I hope you all have sweet dreams, whatever the fuck he just put out into my mind, your mind, everybody's mind. What the...